What is up, gang? Today I thought it would be fun to share some of the inspiration I keep right next to my drawing desk while I am at work. So I have stuff all over my studio, and I have like Watto is over here, and he keeps inventory of my color pencils. Those need to get restocked into a better place. And there's always all kinds of junk everywhere, and I did not take the time to clean this. You can see inside this tray, you can kind of see a bunch of color pencils and markers and pencils and everything. But what do I keep right next to me? And a lot of it is just things that make me smile, things that make me happy. Toys that I had as a kid, toys that I have as an adult. So kind of the main thing is Yoda, and Yoda kind of gives me inspiration from the ancient Jedi Order, kind of keeps me in line. Of course, Baby Yoda, Grogu, of course. I've got the inverse Fidgy down here. I have two lightsabers, and these are the cool ones that light up. I have them right next to me in case I need to pull them out, of course. And I wanted to share just a couple of the things randomly. I haven't even thought about this, but at the moment, here's what's right next to me. So of course, I have a pencil sharpener, and I use this for color pencils. There's a couple ceramic mugs, Star Wars. Most of these were gifts that I've been given, and I just put, you know, different pens, Micron pens. There's a Fidgy designer toy. This right here is, I believe, is this the one I illustrated? This is not the one I illustrated, but, oh, sorry. This is not the one I illustrated, but this is a Chewy collector coin. Somewhere here I have the one I did. Right here is, these are, oh my gosh, I'm losing my street cred. What is this called? From The Mandalorian? The, what's the steel called? Bactar? Anyway, these are credits made with that. These were a gift. Someone gave me these Star Wars keys that you can get made. Here's my giant pencil. I've used that for a bunch of videos. Obviously, Obi-Wan's lightsaber. Some photographs. All kinds of stuff. Jumbo Jawa. There's George Lucas, and then randomly I have a painting that I did of the Sultan of India. There's Luke hiding over there. And then I've just got these shelves. There's Bredge in the background, but here's some R2-D2 figures. Man, I love R2-D2, and I need to get the jumbo one, but there's an R2 figure from my youth, and I painted this little spray can guy. This is really cool because the head is like a spray can, and I painted it like R2, but listen, it actually shakes like a spray can. And just some random toys and things that I've painted. These are more like art figure collectibles. Darth Maul. It's a painting I did in the back there with Darth Vader, and that's the original Emperor that it was a combination of an old woman's face doing the talking, and then they projected eyes of a chimpanzee into like these screen lenses, which is really creepy. I thought that's creepier than the eventual Palpatine that we got, so I almost wish they would have stayed with that, but that probably would have been hard to do with someone walking around and everything. Again, just some random, there's a spray can person that I did to look like IG-88. Lots of designer toys. There's a Tusken Raider that I custom painted, one that I custom painted like Fidgy. There's the Ralph McQuarrie original kind of look for Boba Fett. Wally and Eve, Aladdin painting here. And just all kinds of stuff that I love. Love Darth Maul's speeder bike. There's a Red Star painting in the back. Danger Girl, big fan of J. Scott Campbell's series. There's a concept painting I did in the background of Lochan Shyamalan. Just random toys, Ninja Turtles. Oh my gosh, I was obsessed with Ninja Turtles. Primarily when they first came out in the comics. As soon as it got to the cereal and the Cowabunga, I mean, it was cool that it was getting all the fame and everything, but I like the original vicious Ninja Turtles. I really like some of these Spawn, especially the Asian-inspired figures are really, really cool. I collect all of the Mandarin Spawn figures. I actually have those upstairs, though. But anyway, Battle Droid keeps me in line back here, and I just wanted to share some of the inspiration that I kind of keep right next to my desk at all times. So what's kind of cool about having all this stuff next to you, I've said this many times before, but I truly believe it, and that is Pablo Picasso once said that the child is the true artist. The trick is how to remain a child once we grow up. And that is absolutely true because, you know, when we're a child, we see the world differently. We kind of have this sense of wonderment, and our minds are just exploding with ingenuity. And like when we're a kid, everything is possible. Santa Claus is possible, right? There was our Santa Claus when we were growing up. And, you know, it's just, you want to try to retain that. You know, to a kid can go in the woods, not have any toys, but they find a stick. And oh my gosh, that stick is just like the coolest toy ever. And that's kind of what you need to do as an artist. You need to like stay in tune with that, become the child and see the world in that fantastical way. So I feel like anything that you can do to kind of keep that childlike mind, that sense of wonderment, is a good thing. And I think that's why you see a lot of artists, you know, we grow up and we collect things. We just love, you know, all the things that kind of remind us of our childhood and remind us of that excitement we had as a kid. So I can't suggest it enough. I think it's really cool. It's cool to collect. And obviously with my career, I'm super grateful for everyone that's collected the art that I do. And if the art that I create helps them kind of have that childlike wonderment, then that is awesome. All right, that's all I got today. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. And I will catch up with you guys next week.